When people ask me where the hospital is today, I tell them we're in the middle of a renaissance. We have been a typical small, nonprofit, community, quasi-rural healthcare facility for many years. In 2012, we were able to secure a USDA loan that allowed us to remodel a good portion of the hospital and build new programs that have generated revenue for the hospital much beyond our expectations, but at the same time fulfilling a much needed community and county-wide need for rehabilitation and psychiatric care for the elderly.
Hi, my name is Dr. Derek Meeks. I'm proud to say that I work at Boulder City Hospital in the emergency department. I've been here for about 13 years. We have a lot of great doctors here at Boulder City. Almost all of them are board-certified emergency room doctors, including myself. Almost all of them have worked at big hospitals and still do. Our staff really care about the patients as well. We have great nurses, and I know that from reading the patient satisfaction surveys that they really do appreciate the time that the nurses spend with them and that the doctors spend with them.
We feel so fortunate to have a wonderful facility like Boulder City Hospital in our pretty small community. My family over the years has received such great medical care, including I think life-saving care on a number of occasions. The community just wouldn't be the same, wouldn't have the same feeling of security and safety if we didn't have this wonderful Boulder City Hospital.
One of the services that our CEO has had the foresight to provide for the patients is the rehabilitation service. We have a number of beds for those patients that have had surgery or some procedure or medical condition that they are still recovering from and they need some rehabilitation before they go home.
I had physical therapy 4 times. 2 times before a hip operation and 2 times after. Shannon, the boss, conducted the physical therapy, and essentially she taught me to walk again correctly.
I'm Senator Segerblom. I have the fortune to have been born in Boulder City Hospital. Of course, I don't remember that part, but I do remember growing up and going there many times to have broken bones fixed and cuts sutured, and visiting other people who were in the hospital. In my mother's later years, when she was in the long-term care facility there, it was just such a pleasure to go there, to visit her, to see that she was still part of the community. All her friends could come see her every day. The staff was just incredible. The doctors were incredible. And it really reflects the community.
I'm the activities director for the long-term care unit, and I also do junior volunteer coordinating. The secret for the longevity and long-term care at the Boulder City Hospital is the love that you have from the staff. They treat them like they're their own grandparents, their own mother, and that means a lot right there. We really have some awesome employees who really care about those residents, as well as myself. The quality of life that we have going on, they're busy, they're doing things they want to do. You hear staff say, you guys go more places than I go.
I'd like to brag a little bit about the partial hospitalization program for patients that are having some psychiatric concerns. These patients don't need to be admitted to the hospital and stay here for a number of days, but they have the flexibility to come and go and meet here a few times a week in group sessions, one-on-one sessions with counselors, psychiatrists, and get excellent care and the psychiatric support that they need. I've seen a lot of great success with this program.
Boulder City Hospital is woven into the fabric of this community. As a matter of fact, one of the things that Boulder City is known for is its art, and that's because of Boulder City Hospital. Sara Denton and her friends put together the first Art in the Park, and it's been like 52 years now. It is the largest gathering of artists in the Southwest, and it's a juried exhibit that draws 100,000 people on the first weekend of October to Boulder City.
Well, we moved in Boulder City in 1959. It was such a small town, everybody knew each other, and we were told about the hospital, the struggles it was having. I think it was about 1963. A group of them came to ask me if I could help them organize the art festival. So we decided that we would do that and try and get a few artists to come to town. And one of the Pink Ladies said, why don't we try and get James Swinnerton, a famous artist, Western artist from California, to come as our guest artist. And he accepted the invitation, but he would not let his stuff be shown outside. Ralph and I cleared out all of our walls here and had him hang all of his paintings here. And so the people from the park would come over here to see the art.
The other connection I have with the hospital is through the art of the park. My father, being the local resident artist in Boulder City, was probably one of the first artists, if not the first artist, to exhibit his work there. And he was always very proud to have his art there. Boulder City is such a small, special place, and the hospital just perfectly reflects that, starting with the staff, which are just competent and friendly and patient, and just everyone has a smile. It's fantastic.
We have a very intimate atmosphere of caring here in Boulder City Hospital and a very intimate knowledge of our community. When we talk about compassionate care or quality care close to home, it comes from knowing who our neighbors are and wanting the best for them.
We've been residents of Boulder City for the past 52 years. Came in 1963. And at the time we arrived, the hospital had just been given over to a local organization for a nonprofit healthcare facility. Previous to that, it was built by the 6 companies and had undergone a couple of different lives in the meantime, owned by other organizations, and had just recently been handed off to the city to be run as a privately operated nonprofit organization. Through the years, Boulder City Hospital has been extraordinarily important to me and my family. One of the great things about having a local hospital is that you're never far from care. Any EMT will share with you that the quicker a person that's in distress can be cared for by a competent physician, the better off that person is. One of the neat things about going to the Boulder City Hospital is that because it's a community hospital, you are cared for by doctors that frequently will know you by the first name, and it's like going into a place of friends rather than a cold and difficult institution. So just recently, actually, I bunged up a knee and had to be taken down to the ER, and who greets me but Dr. Meeks, and gives me this kind of a, what are you doing here look.
After 2 years of pretty dramatic medical journey with my late husband Bob, I can tell you there's no place like home. That journey started at one of the top medical facilities in the country and ended here at Boulder City Hospital. He was here several times. He was comforted by the care, by the professionalism, and by the dedication of the staff here. And for all the places he's been, this was the place where he received the best care. It was the same thing with my 102-year-old father-in-law who broke his hip. He did great here. And he'd be sitting at the nurse's station doing the New York Times crossword puzzle and just holding forth. And he loved it so much here that when it was time for him to be dismissed, he was kind of reluctant to leave. And I think that's the best testimony of all. It's an extraordinary effort by these people to keep this little hospital going, and I want to thank everybody for that, because we do need quality care close to home, and with Boulder City Hospital, that's what we have.
The most significant factor that differentiates Boulder City Hospital from every other hospital in Nevada is the fact that we are not supported by a tax district, We're not supported by mining proceeds, nor are we part of a larger corporate structure. So we sink or swim on the strength of our operations, our financial management, our business development, and most importantly, by the generosity of people like you who attend events like this and through our philanthropic efforts.